This video, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable picture bow, or really whatever you want to use it for. I hung this behind a picture frame. It has this little Roman shade ring right here that you can just tap a tiny little nail into the wall and hang it from that. And it is so darn cute. It has this long tail. You could use it for a lot of things. It would be great in a little girl's room to hold hair clips and barrettes and things like that. Or you could even pin jewelry onto it, but it's just such a cute picture frame bow. So I am going to make one of these for my daughter's room next. She's got 3 small gold picture frames that I want to hang on this. So I'm going to make the tail a little bit longer than this so that they'll fit. So let me show you what we're going to do. So my daughter has one of my favorite rooms in the house. We just redid this bedroom. About a year ago, I built bookshelves and a whole vanity station in her room and painted the whole thing this deep dark green to give her a dark academia feel in here. And then I covered her louvered closet doors with fabric to update these, and they were bifold doors, and I changed them to be bypass closet doors so that they wouldn't be taking up space in the room. So this is the spot where I'm going to make her a picture frame bow to hang right here. I've been kind of looking for things to put here. I've tried a couple different things here, and nothing's been exactly what I want. And she has these cute square gold picture frames, 3 of them. And when I got them, I thought they had these cute little chains, and I thought, oh, these will be perfect here. But I don't know, I put them here and they just fell flat and didn't have enough. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one of these bows in the same fabric, the same green linen fabric that she has on her window, Roman shades, and then I'll attach the 3 frames like this on the bow. So I think that will just give these little picture frames just enough presence on this wall to make it work. So let's see how it works. One of the really fun things about this project is that I found it in this old Singer Sewing Projects for Home. I came across this book and I flipped through it and saw this pattern and instructions for this bow picture hanger. And I just thought it was so cute and so on trend right now with all the bows that people are doing everywhere. And I think it's just even cuter because it's a double bow and it has this little top piece that I think is even better than the bows that I'm seeing all over on the internet. What do you think? Do you like the double bow in that piece? It just looks so classic and I love it. So let's get started. We're going to be using this pattern from the Singer book, and I'll give you all the dimensions and everything that I'm using. And then from there you can alter those dimensions, make this any size, length that you want. This is the fabric I'm going to use. This is the fabric that I used for her Roman shades in her room. It's a linen, 100% linen, and it's from the fabric-store.com. They sell mostly linen and it's super beautiful. I've used a ton of their linens and I really, really love their linens. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Okay, I've got to clear off some space on my sewing table. My sewing room is absolutely atrocious right now. You can see everything that I've got going on back here. Look at my sewing table. I can barely do anything because there's so much stuff on it. There's so many projects piled up back here. Step 1 says to cut one piece 11 by 34. I already had this piece cut and it is 10.5 by 46. So I'll cut this down. Let me flip this because I've got a selvage on this side. And this is for the bow part. All right, so we're gonna use this because I've already got the piece and I hate to waste fabric, so I will cut this. It'll be 10 by 34, but if you're doing this, make it 11 by 34 because it is really perfect at 11 by 34. Okay, and then we need 2 pieces at 7 by 54, and that's for the 2 tails. Now, I did also do those a little bit shorter on here because that's all I had on that fabric. So I've got my fabric folded in half here so I don't have to cut that whole 54-inch strip. So there's one. And by the way, I do have a downloadable pattern and instructions in the description below. That aside. Next up is to cut 2 3-inch by 5-inch pieces for the ties. So I have a small piece here, 3 inches by 5 inches. Now all the pieces are cut. We're going to start with folding the bow piece in half lengthwise. So this is the bow piece. It's the 11 by 34-inch piece. And we're going to fold it in half lengthwise like so, with the right sides together. And we're going to stitch the long edge. So we'll take this to the sewing machine and stitch it. All right, now I'm going to take this to the ironing board and press that seam open right in the center. So this is the bow part. It is sewn together on the long part and pressed the seam open and down the center of the back. And we're going to sew the short and right sides together. So I just folded it in half. The seam is on the outside. This is the right side of the bow, and I'm gonna just sew straight across here. Now I'll turn it right side out, fold it in half, and the directions say to bring this sewn seam here down to one side so that we have 10 inches from the seam to this end, and you'll see why in just a second. Grab my tape measure. Okay. So that's 10 inches from the seam to the other end. I'm going to go ahead and stitch right down this seam line. I put a couple pins there. You don't need to. You can just stitch down this seam line. And then what we're going to do is open up the long side and flatten it down, open up this short piece and flatten it down like that. And then we're going to sew right down the center of this, and that's going to make our bow. And there we have the beginning of our bow. So the next part is our tails. So we'll set this aside, grab the 2 long tail pieces, right sides together. We're going to stitch down the long part of our tails. And then we're going to do the same thing on the 2 tails. We're going to open this up so that our seam is down the center, and we're going to press that seam open on both tails. So let's go press these and I'll meet you back here. Once you have your tail pieces sewn together and pressed the seam open down the center, then cut one end at an angle like this and stitch across here before you turn your tail over. Okay, now we can flip these around. All right, now we'll take this to the ironing board and press these. So the next step is with the 2 tails together, it's the instructions say to cut 3/4 of an inch off of one of the tails, and then take one of the tails and fold it over the other like this. But I didn't bother to cut the 3/4 off. They tell you to do that so that your tails at the bottom will be the same length when they're finished, but I actually kind of like them to be a different length, so I did not cut the 3/4 off. So then from here, once you get one folded over the other to cover that raw edge, it then tells you to fold over both tails 4 inches. Like that. And that's not quite 4 inches, let me see. Yeah, actually that's exactly 4 inches. So just like that. And now we're going to just stitch across this bottom. And I'm not going to go right to the edge, I'm going to go 1/2 inch up. Because then, I went 1/2 inch up because then that grabs that bottom of that tail there. Okay. So now the two tails are like that. There's a loop there and they're like that. Next step is these little 3x5 pieces, and we're going to fold those over so that the raw edges are on the back. So it should be about 1 1/4 by 5. And we're going to do the same thing on both of these. And I'm just going to take these over and press them real quick. It'll just make this hand sewing part easier. So now we're going to take our bow, which is like this and like this, and pinch it together here. And I think, no, I think I would like for this to be down and this to be down and like that. Yeah, like that's how I'm gonna do it. So what I did is I pushed both sides down and just pinched those together. And then we're going to take one of these to go around here and then join it in the back. So what I'm going to do is just let that go over, pull that piece over, and then I'm going to fold this raw edge in so that there's not a raw edge there. Put a pin in it. And then we're just going to hand stitch this shut. Okay, so that's the back. I closed up that raw edge. There's the front. Once it's stitched, then we can adjust this bow and poof it out and do whatever we need to do to make it look good. Now I'm going to hand stitch that. All right, I'm just going to whip a stitch here. So that takes care of that. Now I think what I'll do is maybe I'll take some scrap of this green fabric and crunch it up and put it inside of here. This bow's a little bit floppier than the other one because this linen is sort of just maybe a little bit thinner, I suppose. Anyway, all right, so the next step is take this one and we're going to tuck it through this one that we just created, like that. And then we're going to take our tail piece and we're going to squish this piece like that, same way we squished the bow. Pretty much right where we sewed that seam line. And we're going to do the same thing here. Wrap it, tuck your raw edges in and tuck it around that, and we're going to sew that. And so that'll be like that. Isn't that just the cutest? You can separate it or keep it together. Okay, and the very last step is to sew on our ring. I have a little baggie of Roman shade rings here. I'm just gonna get out one little ring, and I'm gonna sew this ring on right at the top of this bit here. Let's stuff some fabric in there and see how we can get this to look. There we go. So darn cute. So cute. I love it. I think it is just adorable. And I made this one extra long, so let me put this together in her room and put the pictures on it, and I'll show you the final result. I love that it just goes right between the light things. All right, it's so cute just like that. I'm not sure I even want to put anything on it. I just think it's just cute like that. Sometimes you need to have just something else on the wall other than just art and pictures, but how will it look? Her little photo frames on there. I think it's adorable. Adorable. So, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so there we have it. So there we have it, the cute green bow, and then I just used some tiny little silver nails here and then hung these on the silver nails. What do you think? Is it cute? I think it's cute. I think it's just something different than just having one piece of art here and just having these 3 little frames by themselves. Felt like it wasn't enough. So I think this just does it. The bow, because it's just simply one color and it's tone on tone with the walls and everything else in here, it keeps it from looking too sweet, like a bow can sometimes do. So yeah, so anyways, if you want to get the downloadable pattern for this, I created a hand-sketched, handwritten pattern. That's how high-tech I am. But if you want to get the hand-sketched and handwritten pattern for this, if you want to get those instructions, I have the download in the description box below. You just put in your email and I'll email it to you. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.